right, we have another cooking episode for you today. My co-host this time is Holt, because Holt really wanted some cookies last night. He wanted to make cookies when he got home from basketball practice. And today basketball practice is canceled because we've had some icy weather. And last night when Holt wanted to make cookies, it was because he actually wanted to
eat cookies. Why do you make cookies and not eat them? What are you?
He didn't realize our cookie recipe had to be chilled overnight. He's a little bit grumpy about it, as you can see. So the first recording didn't record, but it worked out because also our first cookies did not turn out. We made a batch of Christmas crinkles, which I thought was our favorite Christmas cookie. It's definitely our favorite cookie for swaps because they're really fun to make and they're really they're pretty easy, even though they have to be chilled overnight. And they're good. They're just really tasty. They're easy to travel with. They're not Holt's favorite, he said. He likes them, but they're not his favorite. And
they're easy to trade.
They are easy to trade. They're really small. And then as we started to make our first batch of them, we realized that our dough didn't set up as like batter. And we have a lot of issues. We're having all kinds of issues today. So we put that dough, or that batter, back into the fridge. We're going to check and see if it's a recipe issue because...
More flour in it.
Yeah, I think maybe it does need flour. When we were home a lot in March and April, I decided that I wanted to take my recipe book and I wanted to add all of my pages, my loose pages that were just stuffed into a notebook and write them into a recipe book that I've had for years. And so we do have some footage from last night when I was mixing up the crinkles. And I did show you that recipe. But now I'm wondering if I copied it over wrong, or if I just missed something last night, but it did not work out the way it usually does. So now we are mixing up some almond sugar cookies. I have been craving almond cookies since I got my recipe from the 24 days of cheer swap. We didn't have any almond flour to make those cookies, but we do have some almond extract. So I found an almond sugar cookie recipe from A Taste of Home. And we are giving it a try, and then we'll have to figure out what we can do with our sad crinkles. So this recipe again is pretty much like sugar cookies, except for it uses almond extract instead of vanilla extract, and there's a glaze and some chopped almonds you put on top. And there's one more step to this that we haven't prepared Holt for yet. We're supposed to take a glass and put some cooking spray on it and dip it in sugar and then flatten these cookies out with that glass. So we'll try that and see how that works too.
It doesn't work very well.
You don't think so?
I'm actually supposed to get it.
Well, then we can make 2 batches. It's fine. All right, our last step with these cookies is dipping a glass into sugar and then flattening the cookie. It's beautiful. Want to do that?
Sure.
While he's doing that, I'm going to take our sad crinkle batter out of the plastic wrap and see if it can't be.
I think I'm too strong on.
Well, don't make them so flat that they're wafers.
It's too late now.
Oh, this was a terrible idea. I don't want to waste it. I think it's used more flour. I'm going to go back and see if I can find a recipe online that's similar and compare it to what I have and see what I might have missed or left out. Oh, did that first that one you did? Is that the one I did?
That's the one you did.
Alright, you pop those in the oven. I'm going to turn the heat up to, put them in. It's fine.
Well, I do, because I don't like that metal part. Oh, as long as it's right there.
The one's for the crinkles. This needs to be 4. And set a timer. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 7 minutes.
Sure, 7 minutes.
Alright. I have added much more flour to the crinkles. Re-chilled them. They are now the consistency of crinkles. I hope they taste like something. You can eat a lot of them. So we are taking these little bits of dough and rolling them into balls. Definitely added a lot more flour than usual because usually they're stuck to the palms of our hands and it's always really gross looking. A lot of fun to do with a teenage boy.
I didn't do it last time.
You did it last time.
I don't think I was invited.
I think you were.
I don't think I wanted to do it.
Well, that sounds about right. Yeah, usually these are the ones we take for our neighborhood cookie swap. And this year, I don't think we're having one. We had some kind of, it was an idea that was passed around in a neighborhood email about having a socially distanced cookie swap, like we did for Halloween, where the kids went around from house to house and each house had stuff on a table or in a pulley. They did. I took some video of it for Instagram. Somebody had a bucket with a pulley and the kids would pull the rope and the bucket of candy would come down.
No, show it trick or treating.
I wish you had. It's pretty cool. A lot of people had tables with goodie bags on it. Somebody had a clothesline and they had their candy on the clothesline. Kids would combine, unclip it, and take a bag of candy and go on their way. So we talked about doing something similar to that, where each person put out a table with either pre-portioned bags of cookies or a tin that people could reach into and grab what they wanted. And then you just basically walk around the neighborhood and take whatever people have left out on their table. And they would do the same with your table. And by the time you got home, you would have 15 different types of cookie. I thought it sounded awesome. So I volunteered us to do it, but then I never heard back. I'm not sure if we're going to do that or not.
I like when it snowed.
The year it snowed was beautiful. So we got to walk in the snow to the cookie swap.
Just in one house. You have to do more exercise than you had.
Yeah, neighbors, Gil and Andrea pummeled you guys with snowballs on the way home.
Yeah,
It was an impromptu snowball fight. I was on my way home from this, and I just kept walking and left y'all there to get butts kicked.
We're supposed to go say hi or something and do something for them.
And instead, they just ambushed you.
Yeah, we ambushed them.
Well, that did not work out for you.
I think that was when I hit my head side.
I'll let you finish these up when I get the last batch of almonds out. I still have butter over here softening. I can make sugar cookies and cut them into shapes. But hopefully we'll at least get the dough made tonight. Even if we have to cut the shapes tomorrow.
Oh, this is full.
Decorate. Okay, well, go ahead and just get these done and put them in the sugar dish. I'll just leave it and do another batch.
I want to find a camera.
I'm really interested to try that no-chill sugar cookie recipe. Cut out sugar cookie recipe. It's usually we have to leave them in the fridge overnight. Alright, I'll be back later to show you what everything looks like and how it turned out. Alright, so we're finished baking for now. We have some delicious almond cookies. The crinkles luckily turned out perfect the second time after I re-blended them with some more flour. And guys, this recipe, shadows. This recipe for sugar cookies, no chill, cut out sugar cookies. You might be a better baker than we are, but this is absolutely the best luck we've ever had with cut out sugar cookies. They held their shape, they didn't poof up,
absolutely gorgeous. And we have a leg lamp. That's Holt's favorite. So we are going to let these cool a little bit, and then we're going to decorate a few. We have some icing. We don't have any sprinkles or anything this year, but I think they'll be just fine.